Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to join me today. I really do appreciate your support. So today's video is going to be, I'll just show it to you. I've just filmed this video, and then on my tripod my LCD comes like down because I've got an Olympus EPL8 and it doesn't like work like normal cameras. I've had to put a plate onto the tripod and it's always falling, so I've had to film it again, and I've scratched the LCD, which has kind of irked me off a little bit. So basically what I want to do today is what I spoke about in my Shop My Stash on Wednesday. So I've got this palette by I Heart Makeup, which is a dupe for the Too Faced Semi-Sweet palette. So this is the Salted Caramel eyeshadow palette, and you can see I've not actually touched any of the eyeshadows, probably swatched a few of them, but other than that, not really. And then we've got the Too Faced Semi-Sweet. I absolutely love this palette. I haven't used it an awful lot either. The only eyeshadow I don't really like in it is Pink Sugar, this one here. Can you see how there's a film over it there? I've spoke to a few people on Instagram and YouTube and they say exactly the same. They say basically that's what that shadow looks like, and them kind of shadows always do that from Too Faced. I've got quite a lot of eyeshadow palettes from Too Faced in my collection now, and I don't have that with any of my other eyeshadow palettes. Even like the pressed glitters haven't done that, so I don't know whether it's because I got it from TK Maxx, because I wasn't actually going to get this palette, I will be honest with you. I didn't think I needed it because I do have the Too Faced chocolate bar and that has a lot of neutral shades. This palette is a lot cooler, I would say, than the Too Faced chocolate bar. But yeah, I wasn't going to get it, but then I saw it for like £15, and obviously the retail price for these palettes are £37, so I thought, why not give it a try? And like I said, I do like it, other than, you know, that shade. Right, so what I'm going to do is I have got a few brushes here. My brushes need cleaning, to be honest. So I've put some brushes in this little thing here, but I think I might have to use some of the same brushes on some. Basically I might have to use some of the same brushes. So I've got this colour switch here. I've already took the most of the beige ivory shade off this brush here. So instead of me saying, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my left eye with the Salted Caramel. So I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, and then the right eye will be with the Too Faced Semi-Sweet chocolate bar. Normally when these videos are done, you kind of have to guess what eyes with which, but I'm going to show you as I want to show you the performance of the eyeshadows and how similar they are. I don't know how similar they are yet until obviously I do it. So I'm going to start off, I need this plastic sheet. I'm going to start off with the I Heart Makeup one, and the first shade is Delicious, which is that one, and I'm going to use that all over the lid. Just as kind of a base shade. Right, and then I'm going to have to clean my brush off. So I'm cleaning it off. And then we will go into the Too Faced one. And we will use Coconut Cream, which is a similar shade. And it's that cream ivory shade. Got a hair there. So yeah, that's that. So that's just laying a little bit of a foundation down for the colour to stick onto. So I can put that brush away now. So let's decide what we're using next. Right, let's look at both palettes. Okay, so I need that sheet back. This is a bit of a pain in the butt. So I'm going to use Heavenly as a transition shade. Right, now I need a brush. So we'll use this brush from B and BI Superdrug in the UK. I think I've got enough of these kind of blending brushes to use a different one, but I have been using this quite a lot, so I'm just trying to take the colour off. Like I say, my brushes need such a good clean. I just need to kind of like pick a night and just clean them. But that's just the worst job in the world, isn't it, guys, if we're being honest? Right, so onto this eye. And this is my first impressions with this palette. Never ever used it before. I can't even remember when I bought it, you know. So I'm just going to build the colour up until I've got the desired pigmentation that I want. And it's just a slight wash of colour using this. Right, okay, and then let's get a different blending brush. So I like this one, this Soho one, so we'll use this one with the Too Faced, but I'm just gonna make sure it's clean. And then we're going to go in with Nugget, which is a similar shade. Now I expect the Too Faced one to be a little bit more pigmented, but it might not be. I'll just put a bit more in. Right, and then what I tend to do as well is I use this brush for like a cream shade just to like kind of sculpt it and use it as a matte highlighter. So again, we're going to go in with, what shade was this? Delicious. So that one in the left eye, just to tidy anything up. Oh, I nearly went in with that on the right eye as well. So again, we're just gonna take the colour off and go in with coconut cream, sorry. And at the moment it's just looking really plain, like I barely even got any eyeshadow on. So what we're doing next, I have no clue what I'm doing. See, part of me really wants to use this blue, but I'm going to the gym, hence like the vest top and the sports bra. Do I dare use the blue when I'm going to the gym? Not many people pay attention to me there anyway, so I might do it, guys. I might just be a little bit adventurous. Right, so I think I'm going to put this brown shade in the outer corner. What's that called? Drizzle. Have we got a similar shade in the chocolate? Yeah, so we'll do that, and I'll use this, like, it's like a detailing brush. It's not called a detailing brush though. What's it called? I think, yeah, a shader brush. So we'll kind of get the colour off that I've already had on it. Okay, so what was it called again? Drizzle. So I'm just going to put it in the outer corner, and then probably blend it into the crease. Right, so I'm going to, no, I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use that one on this eye. I'm just going to take the colour off that I used before. And we're going to blend it into the crease, into that other shade that we used. I've never actually done like a comparison video on my channel, which is amazing really, considering how many palettes are out there and that are dupes for things. So I want it a little bit deeper, so I'm going to go in again. It's blending out really nice, guys, this I Heart Makeup one, gotta admit. Yeah, that's really nice. Right, so we need to do the same on the other eye. So this is where it might get a little bit tricky, because normally Too Faced eyeshadows are really, really pigmented. So let me just swatch this brush off. Swatch it off. Let me just clean it a little bit is what I'm meaning to say. This was really inexpensive. It's a dupe for the Colour Switch. And I think I got it from eBay or Amazon for a few pounds. It wasn't expensive at all. So now we're going to go in with the shade Truffled, which is a complete dupe for it. This palette smells absolutely gorgeous. Right. Oh yes, this one looks a lot deeper. Right, let's get that other blending brush. Oh, come on. And again, I'm going to take the colour off we used before. And then just blend it in. Yeah, this shade looks a lot darker. If it looks too bad at the end, I'll just put that shade over there and just deepen it out a little bit. But so far so good, it doesn't look too bad. Then I think we're going to put the blue on. So obviously this one, what's it called? Crunch. So I'm going to put it on with my finger just because they go on better shimmers with the finger. So we'll do that now. And I think I'm only going to take it to where it starts getting darker at the end. Give it quite a smoky look. This blue isn't that pigmented. I mean, I like it. It's just not that pigmented. I bet it would look better kind of wet. It's starting to get pigmented now because I'm building it up. Right, so we'll leave that like that. I've wiped my finger off. So there's nothing there from there. That is really, really pretty, guys. I really like that. So that was Crunch, the blue in the palette. So now we're going to go in with the Too Faced one, which is Blueberry Swirl. I should be doing this video when I don't have actual plans for the day, because this now could go awry. think they're looking pretty similar. Right, so do I want to put something on the lash line? I think I do, don't I? Just to test the palette out. Let's see what we've got here. Right, so what we'll do then is we'll put, keep forgetting these shades of the I Heart Makeup one, so we'll put Heavenly on the lash line to start, because we did use that up top. I'm going to use this smudging brush. I normally use this for highlight. I'm just going to take the highlight off onto my hand, just because this is a better brush. So we'll go in with that on the left eye. Not really showing up much because it's such a light shade. Right, and then we'll clean that brush off and go in with Nugget from the Semi Sweet. Sorry guys, I was out of frame then for a bit. Story of my life. Truffled was used next. Part of me really wants to use this Cocoa Chill, and then the equivalent, which would be just a couple of different shades to use, Chalk. They both got like glitters in them, so let's use Chalk. Let me just wipe my brush off. This could go horribly wrong. Right, so we'll just leave that there, and then I've just like took that colour off my brush. Then we're going to go in with Cocoa Chill, which, no word of a lie guys, it does look like it's going to be a pigmented one. Yeah, it's much more pigmented than that eye. At the end I might just have to, let's see if we can build the colour up using that I Heart Makeup one. If not, at the end I might just have to use the Too Faced one, because I don't want to be going out with eyes that look uneven. Yeah, they look pretty similar now. Just a bit underneath. I need to tidy that up later. I really like the blue. The blue looks so similar guys. Really impressed with that. Right, so let's talk about what my thoughts are on it. Because this is the eye look, I'm not going to do anything else to it. Oh, actually, inner corner highlight. What are we going to do? See, there's not really good inner corner highlights. Right, what I'm going to have to do is use the pink. So in this, it's called Cake. And I'm going to try and have to get that Too Faced one to work. Otherwise, I would have to use like a goldy bronzy inner corner highlight, and I don't think that's going to work. It's not kind of what I go for. So let's just clean this off again. So this pink looks like it might be quite good out of the I Heart Makeup. just going to build it up a little bit. Yeah, it's nice duochrome. So let's take the colour off that. Right, and now we're going to go in with pink sugar. I scraped a bit off the top, so hopefully this is going to work out. They're kind of the same. Don't know if you can see it. They are kind of the same shade and it looks absolutely fine. It doesn't look odd or anything like that, I don't think. But yeah, let's go into talking about the palettes now, and then I'll do some swatches because we're already 20 minutes in. Right, so I thought that the cream shades were pretty much the same. They kind of like went on the same. The kind of, I'll get the shades. So the Heavenly shade there also went on the same. I don't think it looks like out of place or anything. I genuinely think if you didn't know wearing two palettes, two completely different branded palettes, I don't think you'd be able to tell. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. I'd really appreciate it. Then we went in with Sweet. Sweet was kind of a little bit different. The one in the Too Faced was more pigmented, and it was a little bit darker. So yeah, that was the only shade I really noticed a difference on, but once blended out it looks pretty much the same. Crunch was really surprising. I did think like the Too Faced one would be more pigmented and would look completely different on the eyes, but practically the same shade. You'll be able to see that in the swatches, hopefully. So yeah, Crunch and what's it called? Blueberry Swirl. So Crunch is on that eye, Blueberry Swirl's on that eye, and to me they look the same. They look like it's a look that I could have created from the exact same palette. And then what did we do? So when I went in with Heavenly under the eye using the I Heart Makeup one, it didn't really show, it wasn't really pigmented, but when I went in with the Too Faced one it was quite pigmented, but my tears, like I had water in my eyes, so that was probably a factor. And the same with like Chalk. Chalk is not as pigmented as Cocoa Chill, so obviously they're the differences, but they're the only major differences I can see. I'm going to do obviously further looks with this palette. I might do three looks like I did with the Essence one, with this palette, and see what I think about it overall. Probably next week actually, because I'm trying for this week I'm going to be using the Peaches and Chocolate one by I Heart Makeup, so I won't be doing that this week. But this palette so far, I'm very impressed with it. It blends out like a dream, and it's just as good as any higher end eyeshadow palette should I say. Yeah, I really like it. So what I'm thinking about is maybe doing another look with this palette and then another look with this palette, and just seeing if there's any differences with any of the shades. Maybe the bronzy, maybe the bronzier tone shades. I think that'd be quite interesting. But so far with these two palettes, I don't feel like there's a huge difference. The swatches will tell more of a difference, so we'll do that in a minute. Let me just put a bit of lippy on. Let me talk to you about this lipstick. So if you've been watching my Shop My Stash videos, you'll know that I'm really into these lipsticks. I went into Wilko again a few days ago now, and I wanted a dupe for this one, and can I get one? I know now that NYX do it in the shade Corset, so I'm going to get it at some stage, probably in a couple of weeks. They don't have it in Superdrug and they don't have it in Boots, so I'll have to buy it off the Boots website, but that's okay. And then when I've got the corset lip lingerie, I think I'm going to do kind of swatches on all the lip lingeries I have in my collection. I did one back in 2018 and oh my god guys, it was so bad. So I've kind of made that video private. It was just so bad, it was terrible. But yeah, this one is a new lipstick. Let's get back on track. So this one is part of the This Is Me, and it's in the shade 05 Legendary, and they are semi-mattes. That's why I like them so much. I think I'm going to declutter my Essence ones, the ones that aren't semi-matte, just because I prefer this formula. And this one is for tan skin, so let's see what she looks like. Not wore it yet, but it just looks a really nice colour, doesn't it? Hey guys, I thought about it when I saw it. I thought it looks like a bit of a dupe for the Primark one that I've got. This one. It looks like a bit of a dupe for it, but in the actual bullet lipstick form, and it really is. If you blotted that with tissue paper, you get completely matte. That looks really pretty, so I might not even bother getting the NYX corset shade. The only problem is with these kind of lipsticks, they do make your teeth look more yellow than normal. But yeah, I really like that. These lipsticks, guys, if you haven't tried them, are £2.30 and they have blown my mind. I absolutely love them. But yeah, they are very similar. Let's do some swatches on the hand and try and show you. I think like it's coming up more brown now, but it's actually not on the lips. And this one, like when I swatch it, is going to come up more grey toned. Yeah, it is. But on the lips, as you can see, it looks completely different than that one, but they are quite similar on the lips anyway. So right, now we're going to go into swatches. Right, so let me just take these off because I want to do some swatches on my hand. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the swatches. I'm going to do Too Faced first, and then we'll do the I Heart Makeup one. So let's get that open, take the paper out. So the cream one you're really not going to see, but I'll swatch them anyway. Very smooth, you can see it on my finger. Can you see that? Probably not. Then we're going to go in with Delicious, which is out of this palette. That looks a bit more pigmented. You can't even see the Too Faced one. Then we're going to go in with Nugget, out of the Semi-Sweet. I think I'm going to have to swatch them a couple of times. Right, so you can see that a bit better. Then we're going to go in with Heavenly, out of the I Heart Makeup one. Right, so it's a different tone, I can tell that straight away. Let me just go over it. You can tell they're just different tones, but on the eyes they look pretty much similar. Then we're going to go in with Truffled from the Too Faced one. There. Let me just wipe my hands. Then we're going to go in with, where is it? Drizzle from the I Heart Makeup. They're quite similar. They don't look it because obviously this one has got a bit of fallout there. Let's try and blend it in. Yeah, you can definitely tell the Too Faced one's more pigmented. So then the last one on that row is going to be Enjoy. Oh, we're not doing that one. It's the Primark. It's the Too Faced one first. Enjoy. So I think that's going to be the equivalent to Hot Fudge. Yeah, it will be. So Hot Fudge. Which is that one there. And then Enjoy is at the end there. They look similar. So Too Faced I Heart Makeup. And then the black on this row, Licorice, is there. So let's go in with that one. Wow, that's really pigmented. Wow, that is so pigmented. And then the black in the I Heart Makeup one is called Tempt, which is that one there. Like on the first row, not every shade is like where it should be. In the Too Faced one, the I Heart Makeup, I've shifted shades around, but you can tell just by looking at the I Heart Makeup palette what shade is meant to be a dupe for what shade. They've not made it that hard. So that's Tempt. So that's I Heart Makeup and that's Too Faced. Again, pretty similar pigmented blacks. They're not the best swatches, guys, I'm really sorry. But yeah, that's the entire first row. So I'm going to clean it off and then we'll do the second row. So Cocoa Chill is up next. So we've already used that, so again, that's what that one looks like. So it's just a brown with fine particles of glitter in, so that's that one. I think my hand is a little bit, well, my arm's a bit wet from me cleaning them off, so it blends out really well. It was just looking patchy then because my arm was a little bit wet. So what was the one from the I Heart Makeup one? That was just in chalk, so you can also see that has fine particles of glitter in it as well. So obviously that's a dupe. It's a bit darker. Let's just do another swatch. Can you see it's a little bit darker, but on the eyelid they look really similar. The Too Faced one is a little bit more pigmented, so yeah, the Too Faced one is a little bit better in that shadow from what I've seen. Then up next we've got this eyeshadow that just doesn't swatch, so I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do it for you. It's the Pink Sugar. Let's just take a little bit more off. Right, I'm going to try and swatch it best I can, but honestly it really doesn't swatch. It's a really rubbish eyeshadow if I'm being completely honest. It's alright for the inner corner highlight, as you can see, because I did it today. Can you see it there? I don't even know if you're going to be able to see that. Let's do it again. The I Heart Makeup one looks like it's going to be better. Basically it looks clear with just pink glitters in it, but actually in the pan it doesn't swatch like that, and every time you swatch it the film builds up even more. So if we're being completely honest, I don't like this palette for that eyeshadow, but I don't really use it that often. So let's see. It's Cake in the I Heart Makeup one, which is supposed to be a dupe. So let's have a look at that. That's got some black eyeshadow in it. So you can tell right off the bat that is more pigmented. I've got black eyeshadow. Let's do that swatch again. I had black eyeshadow on my finger. Right, so it is crumbly. I will say that, and obviously you can see that. I'm going to do another swatch so the camera picks it up. But you should be able to see, you can see that more than you can see the Too Faced one. The Too Faced one, in my opinion, is just, it's not good, and them two eyeshadows are definitely not dupes for one another. The only thing I can say is that they've both got that like duochrome look to them. I don't know if you can see it in my eye. So that's the I Heart Makeup one, and then that's the Too Faced one. So that's that. Then we've got Pudding. So we didn't use this shade, so I don't, and I've never swatched it, so I don't know how it's going to perform. I've not used all the shades in this Too Faced palette. Let's do another swatch. Right, so that's what that one looks like. And then the shade in I Heart Makeup is Perfect. My nose won't stop running as per usual. I think the I Heart Makeup one, the eyeshadow in that is more of a cooler undertone. So, Too Faced, I Heart Makeup. Right, I keep going for the wrong palette. Then we've got one of my favourite shades in this palette, Blueberry Swirl, which is why I wanted to wear it today, because honestly I really do like this one. Right, so now we're going to get to see how much of a dupe it really is. Right, let's swatch them a couple of times. And it's called Crunch in the I Heart Makeup. The I Heart Makeup one actually looks more pigmented now I think about it. I thought the Too Faced one was more pigmented, but yeah. Anyway, they look the same on the eyes, I think anyway. But yeah, that's what they look like. Then we have Peanut Butter, which is that one there. That's a really lovely transition shade. Should have used this today. That's Peanut Butter. That is beautiful. And then it's called Sweet in the I Heart Makeup. I've got to admit, in both palettes, they are both smooth and buttery. The matte eyeshadows. So really good. Let's get another swatch on that. I think the I Heart Makeup one is lighter. Yeah, that's a lot lighter than that one. The Too Faced one has got more depth to it. And then I might have to swatch these on my hand, because that's the last shade and I don't have any room. So this one is Frosting. So that's a shimmer. So we'll just swatch that on my hand. Oh, that is beautiful, guys. Look at that, that is so stunning. I need to do a look with that. I'm going to swatch it twice. Wow. I don't think I've used that shade. Like I said, when I pulled it for Shop My Stash, I did only use it a week, and there's only so many eyeshadows that you can use in a week, like 7 different looks, and I can't remember whether I actually used the palette for a full week. Then, the equivalent to that in this palette is called Fudge, which doesn't look like a dupe in my opinion, but let's have a look. Oh, goes here. It's a little bit lighter. I bet if you did a look with both them, I bet it would look same on the eyes, just like the Blueberry Swirl and the Crunch shades did. But yeah, that's the entire second row, so I'm just going to wipe off my hands and my arm here, and we'll be back for the third row. So now it's time for the third and final row and all the swatches. Right, so we've got Rum Raisin here, which is a shimmer, so let's do that. Looks really pretty. Let's put this swatch there. Right, they're not that great in pigmentation though, or that shade isn't, from the Too Faced. So it's that shade there, really pretty. Right, so we'll see what the eye height makeup is. Not too sure that's going to be a dupe for it. It's in the shade Salted. This tracker keeps falling down. No, that's darker. Off one swatch, I'll swatch it again. Can you see this one's darker than the Too Faced one? It's more pigmented as well. Then the next one up is Mousse, and that's a matte. Right, so that's the Too Faced one in Mousse. And then we have got Candy, which is that one there. And again, that's a cooler toned brown than the Too Faced one. So, Too Faced Eye Height Makeup. Next up from Too Faced is this, I think it's called Caramel. Yeah, caramel shade there. That is really pretty. Looks like I've used that one. So my shade. Ooh, yes, that is pretty. Oh, I've gone into the wrong shade. Caramel by Too Faced. And then next up from the Eye Height Makeup, oh, that one's called Caramel as well. What's that called? Caramel? Yeah, they're both called Caramel. So they have tried to dupe it, I think. So let's see if they've succeeded. Guys, it's practically the same shade. Look at that. Look how similar they are. Right, the next one up is Bon Bon. That one there. Oh, that's a really pretty, like, rose gold shade. Really pretty. And then the one in the Eye Height Makeup is called Spoon. Can't believe I've not even swatched most of these shades. this one looks pretty similar as well. I think the I Heart Makeup one is just a tiny bit darker, but they do look pretty similar. And then last but not least is the highlighter shade Butter Pecan in the Too Faced. I really like this one. And I'd be very surprised if the I Heart Makeup one was of a similar shade. I don't know if you can see that. So what's the I Heart Makeup one called? Yum. Looking at them, they don't really look that similar. They are quite similar in tone. I've only done one swatch of the I Heart Makeup one. The I Heart Makeup one is a little bit darker, but other than that, they are quite similar. Yeah, I'm really impressed with the I Heart Makeup one, actually. It just goes to show you don't have to spend £37 on the Too Faced one to get a similar eye look. But obviously, if you see this in your local TK Maxx and it's only £15, then, you know, I think these ones are £8.99, and if you do want the higher end one, why wouldn't you pay the £15? You don't need both. The collector in me has them, and obviously I've always wanted to do this video for you guys. I know that there are a lot of these kind of videos on YouTube, but I've never ever done it for my channel, so I thought I would. But yeah, I really do appreciate you watching if you've made it this far. I know that this video is going to be a long one, but yeah, I just wanted to do something different for the video. For the channel, sorry, rather than just like doing a look with a complete palette. Try 2 separate palettes from 2 separate brands and see if the look looks the same. Now let's have a look up close and personal. I cannot tell a difference. I don't know if you can. Right, I've not put mascara on. So this is a finished eye look. I don't know why I needed to show you it with mascara, but it's not a finished eye look unless you have mascara and false lashes on. I don't wear false lashes because for the life of me I can't actually put them on. I've tried several times and I've just given up now. I tend to get mascaras like that have that false lash effect, so it saves me the bother. But yeah, this is the eye look. I really like this, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna love you and leave you now. Thank you for joining me today, as I said at the start. If you've not already subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and notifications bell. It would mean so much to me. I appreciate all your support, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.